We are at Unwind, Virginia. The event we just did was a political wine tasting. Trump has a winery in Charlottesville, Virginia that he's owned for about 5 years. And I thought it would be interesting to taste his wines with both Democrats and Republicans to see if knowing that it was a Trump wine would affect their perceptions of the wine at all. So there were two flights. One was a sparkling wine flight and one was a red wine flight. And we first tasted them all blind and random, which means people could not see the labels. Then people gave their perceptions and opinions of the wines. They rated them. We talked about them. And then we did that uncovered where people could actually see the labels. And then we revealed which wines were the blind tasting and then matched up people's results.
Chris has 2C.
This is
a couple of these wines taste like places that shouldn't maybe always be making sparkling wine.
I liked A. The notes I wrote down were smooth and cool.
I was polarized by one, and then the other two I found.
For the most part, it didn't really do too much in terms of changing from like their favorite wine to their least favorite wine, but people were definitely, I'd say, more critical of the Trump wines after they saw the labels.
The Trump one, it was very strong and bitter.
The California one was lighter and sweeter. It was more refreshing.
The red wine, Trump stood out immediately, and it was awful.
I wrote down, my comments are earthy in a bad way.
The red Trump wine was definitely the least popular wine of the night, but people were actually said some very positive things about his sparkling wine, and that was regardless of party affiliation.
Trump's sparkling was correct. There's nothing wrong with it. It has no flaws.
On the whites, I think Trump did pretty well.
To be fair to him, it takes a while to turn around vineyards and turn around winemaking, and he's only had, 5 years?
There's an old saying that you should never mix politics with wine, but for tonight I thought it was appropriate to kind of take away that saying and actually see how people's political leanings affected what they were drinking.
No, you should try that again after everybody's had a lot of wine. and then see how it goes.
I didn't realize we could do that. Can we start over?